in the early running. Craig Harris will start alongside in the number 88 car. Ian Woodward starting out of position number 3 in the white Pontiac Firebird, and alongside him, well, it's listed as John English, but it's not, because there's a problem with the number 14 car. It's got no cooling system.
Well, it has, but it's got a bloody great hole in it.
Yeah, well,
that makes it inoperative as a cooling system.
Well, that's like saying a nuclear submarine has a cooling system when it's leaking everywhere.
It's got a salt water leak.
Yeah. Now, so that puts Ian Palmer up into 4th grid position. Jeff Fain, and
who's not at the car. In fact, that is Brett Curran at the wheel of the car.
Oh, Curran's in the car already.
And Brett Curran is the actual now owner of that car as well.
Well, he should be starting rear of grid then.
No,
for a driver change.
I don't know. They can make their own rules up. They're happy to let him go.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the number 5 Mustang, whoever's at the wheel, is in grid 5. Then we have the 2 mustard-coloured Mustangs, Shane Wilson and Anthony Tenkate. Then we've got the 2 red Mustangs of Mike Collins and Harry Charalambos. And off rear of grid, we've got Jim Hodgson in the white Mustang and the blue fastback of John Samius. And watch Samius rip through the grid in the early laps.
This will be interesting.
Looking forward to it. A slightly depleted grid for the end of the day here for the TransAms. Even start. Second row launched better than the first row did.
Samios from the back of the pack will be interesting, Jones.
Yeah, he's picked up a spot on Hodgson at the moment, but he's taken it easy at the start. He'll line up.
He had a break, didn't he? It looked like a brake issue last time round, and if that was the case, I'd be taking a fairly easy first big application as well.
Just calling up the Willowbank 300 teams to get ready for the start. I might have to leave this race early to go down and find... Oh no, Lachlan Mansell will have
all
who's starting in each of the cars. So I can concentrate on how Craig Harris is closing in on the tail of Sean English with Ian Woodward tucked in behind.
Yeah, it looks like Woody's just sitting back waiting for an opportunity to have a crack, but Sean English doing a very good job in his father's old mount, so to speak. The car that, as we referred to, started it all. It was the birthplace of this category in a lot of ways. I mean, the Wilson cars definitely were there at the start as well, but this car is the benchmark of where of lap time and also build quality.
Yeah, it came along in sort of mid to late 2011 and was instantly
problems here. Curran got the car very sideways, kept it straight though.
No, he's getting used to the car, of course. Race leaders heading through turn 2 onto the back straight, and English has got quite a gap now on Harris. Of course, for those of you who love these sort of machines and the history of Australian muscle car racing, pick up the latest issue of Australian Muscle Car. There's a huge write-up on the Harris collection in that current issue
from the Garage 88 area, which of course is over at On Eagle Farm. They do great corporate functions there. Give them a call. Have a look at this Woodward now.
Yeah.
Loomed up on the inside of Harris.
Oh, we got a spinner at turn 3. It's Tenkate, I think.
Is it Tenkate? Where's Harry Charalambos?
No, it's you're right. It's one of the red Mustangs. Could be either or. They're in the same part of the track.
So it's either Mike Collins or Harry Charalambos.
And it was Harry.
Was it Harry?
Yeah, it was Harry.
Anthony Tenkate was nowhere to be hit.
No.
Just checking on that.
No, he's well up the field. Battling with Samius for position at the moment.
Harry's had a big dive. He's going to get Mike Collins. Oh, he's going to get them both.
He's after Hodgson. He wasn't close enough. Oh, yeah. He braked early, but then had another go. Got back on the power.
Oh, did you see the flame out the side of that thing?
Yeah.
That was F111 quality, that was.
I think he conked it out briefly, trying to get it going again, and there was a sudden dump of fuel through the exhaust, and it lit up.
You'd like a 750 CFM full.
Oh, well, I think it was
750 double puddle. Got that amount of fuel.
Briefly turned night into day. We had a second sun. Oh.
Just waiting for the calls to go back over the pit lane and everything. All of our Willowbank Endurance drivers, make sure you get your cars over in the paddock area, get yourself ready to run.
And of course you're radio tested too. Woodward pushing Harris very hard on the exit of turn 3. Has Woody got the run? Looks like he has. The Firebird nosing ahead of the Mustang. Harris is going to hold him out though. Woody had to get on the brakes first. And that's allowed Craig Harris to hold second position. And all of this is allowing Deshaun English to build his lead. Ian Palmer running on his own there in 4th position in the Barracuda. You can't say Barracuda without thinking of the song.
Well, but it's not. But it's
Was it
referred
Susie?
to. But it's referred to as a Cuda, not a Barracuda.
Well, the
No.
car itself is called
Cuda.
it.
It's a C-U-D-A. Cuda. There's a Plymouth Cuda. English 22.5s, Woodward 22.8, Harris a 23.2. So Woodward's clear now. What can he do? I reckon there's a 21.5 second lap in that car. Woodward's, there you go.
Samius is pushing forward. He's gotten past 10K. He's gotten past Wilson, and now he's picked off Currans.
I'm just looking further down. Sorry. So they are flying. Look at that. I'm looking at the balance of the car now. Where's Woodward? Oh, mid-corner understeer out of Woody's car. He was trying through there.
Well,
So that time, we'll have to see the lap time this time because Woody is trying. He's trying to get a break away from Harris and trying to get onto the back of English. 5 laps to do, and then can Woodward take a win?
Sean English here in the...
If any Woodward can, Ian Woodward would. Something like that.
sound like an old... sound like an old furniture commercial.
Something like that, or I'm trying out for the Music Man, one or the other.
Or
Under brakes.
Or you're looking for a... that's reminding me now, it was Edward Woodward commercial.
Unbelievable.
So,
Interesting. John English just joined us at the commentary booth, and if I say anything derogatory about any of the any of the
clip to the back of the head.
I'll get one swiftly dealt with in the back of my head.
We'll have a very own NCIS moment here in the commentary.
22-1 and a 22-1-2 from Woodward, just slightly. Definitely, I'm going to take this off us again. John, lap record, or your best time's about a 21-3, is that right?
Yes, 21-2, 21-3, I think, from memory.
Well, not the best of conditions here this weekend for a lap record.
No, it's the track's not the best of Nick and there's too much wind.
Yeah.
It's unsettling the cars. But that's good. I mean, if you can hold your station doing 22 neat,
Yeah.
there's no way in the world they're going to catch him.
Yeah, he's doing very well.
I know he is because he told Sean he was going to beat him.
There's a statement of intent for you.
It's like God who builds everything, saying, "I'm coming."
He's a physically imposing person, is Ian Woodward. He looks a little bit like a WWE wrestler sometimes.
Yeah, or he does. He's got that whole what's that guy's name? No, the other guy had the big droopy mo on the board.
Oh, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. It's got the bit of the Hulk. If you got a bit more mullet happening on him, he'd go a bit of the Hulk Hogan. Although he's got a Parramatta chest, a hell of a long way from Manly, but that's fine.
Sean English crosses the line once more. Oh, fastest lap of the race.
7, John.
So
he's having a crack.
He's going away. That's out to 3.5 seconds, the lead now.
For a bloke that's normally sat inside a rotary powered Gemini.
Escort.
That's rotary powered Escort. Sorry, I was just off on something else, thinking about something else at the moment. He's driving a Chevrolet there at the moment. I mean, this is a hell of a step as far as he's never driven on a bag radial before, or a bag Hoosier. He would have never driven a 4-speed car from the left hand side.
What do you mean a bad Hoosier? They're great tyres.
Well, yeah, but a bag Hoosier, they roll around like blown up plastic bags.
Oh, bag. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's the little bit of vagueness to him, that sort of stuff. He's really adapted very, very well. But you know that comes from years of driving parts delivery vehicles around.
That's right.
Yeah, that is the way to train a driver. I'm pretty sure of that, John.
Craig Harris is coming back to...
Yeah, he is. Yeah, Craig Harris coming back into the fight now, closing in on the tail of Woodward's Firebird.
Actually, Craig's come to grips with this car a lot more as the weekend's gone on. They've tuned it, jigged it. He's probably still complaining about the rear brakes on it. He'd be complaining all weekend, and that'll be the problem.
You've got to complain about something.
Yeah, I know. You've got to find something for someone else to fix for you.
Well, you don't want the pit crew to become, complacent.
No, definitely not. No.
So
something to work on for next time. Yeah, Harris is doing 22. Actually, he's close in on Woody.
Yeah, it's Woody who's slowing rather than Harris getting quicker, actually, because the gap to the Sean English out front is 4.5 seconds now. So it's the Firebird that's falling off the pace slightly.
Harry, I don't know whether you saw Harry back end into turn 4 before, but did you see the flame out the side of the thing? It was like something went wrong at a kebab shop and the whole thing had blown up. There was, tell you, unbelievable. Harry Sherlombus. And when he had his spin out there before, I thought, where's Anthony Tenkate?
Change for position. Yeah. Harris is up underneath it. Ian Wood. I call him Edward Woodward. Ian Woodward at a turn 3, but he's fighting back.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
Oh, Harris has got it planted, firmly planted out of turn 3. No.
Yeah. His right foot will be a lot warmer at the moment because it'll be up on the headers. It'll be up on. They'll be up on the headers. You watch this. He'll be pushing and pushing and pushing. Yeah, I bet she's got that little switch in to find that extra bit of horsepower.
Oh, Harris was slow out of 5. Almost parking it on the apex slightly, and Woodward was aware to the issue, darted out and bounced.
And that was a gear change then. That was a gear change. Woody got it clean. I think Harris pulled the change a bit hard. So
onto the front straight. This fight for second place. Last lap board is out. This one has got 3 kilometres remaining, and it's going to go all the way to the checker. Sean English out in front has just got to drive it steady at the moment.
He got that done.
It's a bit of desperate going on.
Now, he was having a red hot crack, and there's no denying.
Now, in all of this, we've missed what's happened back behind that. Samius is now into 4th position. He's only just picked off Ian Palmer in the last couple of laps.
In the back of the bus.
Yeah. So Samius is flying. Ooh. John English joining me on the mic for the last half a lap, and Woodward heavy on the brakes to retake second away.
Go, Woody. You good thing.
Steering with the rear axle out of turn 3.
Nah.
And here comes Harris.
There's no way in the world Harris can beat him from here unless...
Well, Harris got out of turn 3 cleaner.
Look at this. Look at this.
Around the outside of turn 4.
No. That is amazing. Go. Look at this.
Woody's up the inside.
Unbelievable.
Harris has got the inside run for turn 6. He's going. It looks like the 88 Mustang might get to second.
Until turn 6.
Oh, he's pitched it! And he spun it away!
Until turn 6.
Oh!
It's not as though he didn't have a go.
Checkered flag for Sean English.
Sean. Well done, Sean.
Second place after a desperate last 2 laps to Ian Woodward.
That was fantastic.
And here comes Samius.
Yep, John Samius has driven very well to get 3rd. Good on you, Jono. Good drive. Craig Harris is now up to 4th.
Ooh, and 5th on the line. Palmer backed off too early, and he's been sprung by Currans.
He had a little CUDA moment, unfortunately. A little CUDA moment. That was a great race for the small number of cars that were in it. Only 11. I'd have to say that was fantastic entertainment.
Wilson's come home in 7th position. Anthony Tenkate home for 8th, and we're waiting for the final 3 cars, the red and white notchbacks. Cheryl Ambus leading that fight at the moment.
Good on you, Harry. Good drive by Harry and the 2 lads behind him, which is great.
And a bit of drifting action going on as Ian Woodward brings the Firebird back, and John Samius decides he's not going to be outdone.
Drifting as well.
Harry Cheryl Ambus finishes 9th, Jim Hodgson in 10th, and Mike Collins in 11th.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Great race. Look for TransAm 22nd of June. We'll be back.
Ooh.
20 cars.
Yes. Oh, of course. That's the big historic meet, isn't it? Yeah. The 2 Days of Thunder.
Yep.
In the middle of June. That's one of the highlight race meetings of the year.
And with the delicate sound of thunder of the Trans Am series, they will join us again. We'll take a break. Yep. We'll be back on the other side of this. Some more action coming up. We've got 300 kilometres of production car racing coming away very shortly. We'll be back very, very, very shortly after that.